practice, we'll be focusing on standing balancing poses for beginners. A couple of tips or tricks I have for you. The first one is to find somewhere to focus. One thing that's not moving that you can keep your gaze on the entire time. Number two is a sense of grounding will help with your stability. So whichever foot or knee is connected to the ground, make sure that your focus is in grounding it down and keeping you stable. Lots of energy grounding down towards the earth. Number three is to have fun, of course. And number four is to trust yourself. So let's get started. Tabletop pose. Coming to our hands and knees. Releasing knees underneath hips, wrists underneath shoulders, spread all 10 fingers. Find a spinal balance. So as you inhale, extend the left leg all the way back. You're reaching your toes back in the space behind. Kind of tuck the tailbone under, let the belly draw in. And you could stay right here if this is enough balancing or testing of stability for you. If you'd like to go further, we'll reach the right arm forward in space, letting the thumb reach out towards the ceiling, and then drop your chin slightly towards the chest, so you're gazing down towards the ground. And we find our breath here. You're pressing down through the fingers in the left hand to keep you rooted, as well as finding stability in the right knee and the top of the right foot. We breathe into the balancing pose. And then we slowly release the right hand down, the left knee down. We'll find a cat pose. Tuck your tailbone under. Pull the belly into the spine, round up as the head releases down. And then exhale, lift the tailbone high, drop the belly towards the mat, draw the shoulders back, look forward. Cow pose. And neutral spine. Good. Spinal balance, other side. Right leg and toes reach and extend back. Feel the length. Stay here or continue. Left arm forward. Pulling the navel in, reaching the left thumb or pointing it up towards the ceiling, and then dropping the head down. We want lots of length in the spine here, including through the cervical spine, the neck. Find the breath. Try to soften the shoulders. Gazing at one place. Noticing your foundation, what's connecting you to the ground, keeping you balanced. And we release. Nice work. Rock the hips side to side. And preparing for our next balancing pose. Bring your knees together and your feet together, and then tuck your toes under. We're going to walk our hands back towards the knees as we transfer weight into the toes and lift the knees up. Good. Keeping heels lifted as well. Want to lengthen through the spine, so avoid rounding the shoulders, but instead draw them back, lift up through the chest. Fingertips can stay connected to the mat, or you can bring hands to the tops of the thighs. Notice how much further you're able to lift up through the spine when you go this route. To add to the balancing challenge, hands can come to the heart center, or you can even reach your arms up. Maybe bend at the elbows, kind of opening the palms up towards the ceiling, like so. We find our focus, gazing at one place. Notice our foundation, the toes and the balls of the feet keeping us connected. Find a sense of playfulness, as you aren't taking this too seriously, and trust yourself. You can balance while breathing, while being mindful. Good. Release your hands to the mat. We'll come to a standing forward fold. So we lift the hips as we drop the heels and then separate the feet hips distance and fold forward. Grab onto your elbows. And maybe you rock it out side to side. Knees can always be bent. Very important that you completely release the head and neck. We let the arms release down, and then we heel toe the feet towards each other, letting big toes touch. Heels are separated. Our next balancing pose, Utkatasana or chair pose. Begin to bend your knees and sink your hips back as if you were sitting in, you guessed it, a chair. Look forward, begin to rise up. We'll bring hands to the heart at first. If the tailbone is extending back, tuck it under as you pull the navel in and then lift up through the heart. If you look down, you should be able to see your toes. And we breathe. Maybe you stay right here. Option 2, shift weight forward towards the toes and lift the heels up. One place for the gaze. Keep it consistent. Stay focused. Notice your foundation. Curl the sides or corners of your mouth up towards your ears. And we drop the heels if they're lifted. Lift the hips, fold forward, let the arms release. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Bend into your knees and roll all the way up. Point your arms up high. Lift the chin, look up towards the fingers, and bring your hands to your heart. Good. Moving on. Warrior 3 variation here. So find your breath. And we'll bring our hands to our hips. This will be option number 1. We're going to transfer weight into the left foot as we extend the right leg back. Let the toes touch the mat to start. So our foundation here is the left foot. Allow weight to be even in the toes, in the ball, and the heel. And our variation of Warrior 3 begins when we start hinging at the hips and leaning the upper body forward. You don't want to round the shoulders. You want to keep them back. Keep elbows back. You're leaning forward. As you lean, you lift the right leg up. It's up to you how far forward you lean and how high you lift that back leg. Engagement and energy in the right toes. So spread the toes. Good. One more breath. And we come up through center. Good. Plant the right foot. Little bend into the knees. Maybe walk the ankles out. We'll come into our next balancing pose on that same side. So tree pose. So hands back to the hips. We'll transfer weight into that left foot again as we pop the right knee forward. So you're just popping the knee and then you're going to open the knee out to the side. And from here you choose where you plant or connect the bottom of the right foot. I'm not mirroring you, by the way, so don't get confused. So the bottom of the right foot can connect above or below the joints. So either above the ankle and below the knee, or you can reach for the ankle and place the bottom of the foot above the knee. We don't want any pressure in those areas. So find what works for you. Hands to hips or hands to heart. Maybe arms reach up and open out to the sides. One place for the gaze, rooting down through the feet, becoming mindful of this pose, this focus and stability and challenge that you're enduring for yourself. Good. Release the arms down and release the foot. Find any movement that might feel nice. Good. Facing the front of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. And we fold forward on the exhale. Finding the breath as we move with the breath. Inhale, halfway lift, little bend in the knees. And exhale, fold forward, lift the hips. Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend the knees, sink the hips back, lift the heart up, rise up. This time, maybe hands come up overhead. Tuck the tailbone under, tilting the pelvis as you pull the belly in and lift up through the heart. Maybe we shift weight back into the heels this time, lifting your toes up off of the mat. You should be able to see them if you look down. Strong pose, deep inhale. Exhale, fold forward, release the pose, lift the hips, connect the toes back down. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift to lengthen and reset the spine. And then fold forward. Bend into the knees, roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Arms reach up high. Hands come down to the heart. Warrior 3 on the other side. Transfer weight into the right foot as you plant the toes down firmly and then send the left leg and toes back. Good. Hands to the heart this time. Hands to hips is always an option, keep in mind. From here, as we lean or tilt forward, that left leg lifts. Energy in the foot. Going only as far as feels okay for you. Keep the chin drawing towards the chest. Find one place for the gaze and breathe. Good, release. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Bring hands to the heart. Going for tree pose. Weight shifts back into the right foot. Pop the left knee forward and then open the knee out to the side. And decide where you're going to plant the foot this time. If you need to keep toes down, that's great. Just do what works best for you. Good. Hands at heart. Hands can open up out to the sides. It's up to you. Grounding down through the toes. Weight even in the heel, gazing in one specific spot. Hands come together. We release the leg, any movement with the feet. Nice work. To the top of the mat. Or your space. Inhale, reach up high. And exhale, fold forward. Good. Halfway lift to lengthen. And we fold forward. And we find one more chair pose. Big toes to touch. Sink the hips. Reach up high. Soften the shoulders. Drag the tailbone down towards the inner heels. Suck the belly in. Maybe you gaze up towards the fingertips. Deep inhale, and exhale. Exhale, fold forward. Come to the toes. Bend your knees more as you sink your hips. From here, we're going to send our sits bones all the way down to the mat. So coming to a seat. You can use your hands to guide you down and right into boat pose, our final balancing pose. Good. Legs can lift, knees can stay bent, or you can try to straighten the legs as you reach the arms forward. Try to lift the heart up, finding lots of length through the back, engagement through the core. Balancing here on the sits bones. Deep inhale. And exhale, release the legs, reach the arms up high. Fold forward. Paschimottanasana. Deep stretch for the hamstrings. way onto our backs. Coming all the way down, Shavasana pose, widen the feet, send the arms out to the sides. Take a deep breath in and out. Close your eyes. Bring your attention inward and hang out in this corpse pose for as many breaths as feels good for you. Giving yourself time and space. Thank you so much. See you next time.